Hey guys, what is going on? It's Scott with 3 Games Down as always with another Cod Ghost chat and a gameplay here. And tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Probably won't be posting any videos. Probably will be out of town with family or working. Not sure which is gonna take over my life first. um, I was using the Remington. And it's a good gun. It's very, very accurate. I don't think it necessarily needs the silencer or even a grip necessarily. My main issue with the Remington is kill time. It's extremely accurate, but kill time. SC 2010 just seems to kill faster. The AK-12 seems to kill faster. Several other alternative assault rifles seem to kill faster than it, which is why I don't use it much. I like it. It's a good gun, and I have played around with it and had some really good runs with it. There are other weapons that are better to me. This is another team deathmatch. Like I said, team deathmatches, people have definitely changed their style of play, slowed it down quite a bit. Ever since the game came out, when the game first came out, TDM matches were going in 4-5 minutes. So now it's almost rather go play domination, where you don't really have a limit as to how many kills you could get. You could get 40, 50, 60 kills in that 10-minute time frame, and points from capping and defending and attacking, and you know there's a number of more options for more points in domination. So I don't know necessarily if TDM is really worth playing anymore. It's weird. It's interesting how the games change over time based on the community and how people play it and change it over time. Somebody asked in one of the comments, why do we not see a lot of videos getting Kim strikes? Well, I've only had 5, and of course, out of those 5, I wasn't recording. And I was running with Specialist at the time. Specialist is an extremely, extremely useful set of kill streaks, and there are ways to use it to make you get to your Kim strike faster, much faster. You can there's ways to exploit it, which I'll probably show at a later date in other videos. Just not right now. But yeah, I'll go for a couple, see if I can't post them. And you know, that wouldn't be a problem if there was theater mode, which I'm still highly disappointed that theater mode's not in this game. You know what? Why would you take away something that's kind of a staple of the Call of Duty, the theater mode, people being able to grab it and do whatever they want to with it? I don't understand why you would get rid of that. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. There's a lot of things that Call of Duty Ghost didn't have at launch and still doesn't have that I don't understand why it's not there. Search and destroy in matchmaking playlists. I know we have the game type for private listed matches, but we don't want your new shit, Search and Rescue. Search and Rescue is kind of daft anyway. Essentially, if you have one teammate that's really good, he can pretty much carry the whole team because he can kill people and then go get the tags for everybody, enemy and ally alike. So you're constantly respawning in, meaning you constantly have people to throw at them in TDM. You can turn a 6v6 with 1 life into a basically a 24v6 if you know what you're doing. I think it's really, really stupid and kind of eliminates why Search and Destroy was what it was, why it became what it was, and why it was so successful as a game type, especially as a competitive staple. Definitely taking leads from Counter-Strike, 1 life around, having the palm there. That's why Counter-Strike's partially so successful, is how its game type works. It's that's something you have to take into consideration. Blitz, a lot of people are liking Blitz, but I still prefer Hardpoint over Blitz. Blitz is nice. I've been playing some of it, but I'd still prefer Hardpoint over Blitz. Blitz made it much more competitive because in TDM you're kind of stationary a little bit more, you're kind of moving around, you're simply just looking for the kill. In Blitz, you have 2 designated spots to run into. And so you basically have 1 or 2 team members on offense and 1 or 2 team members constantly running, trying to get into score. And with Hardpoint, where the points moved around the map, it made it much more competitive because you had to move with your team. There was spawn rotations. You had to get all of that down, changing blitz points. You had to have those memorized to be good at this game type. and so it added more dynamics to the gameplays and the maps themselves. It definitely made them more interesting because yeah, you could be really campy at the hard point, but moving to and fro, and especially watching the enemy team or the opposing team trying to get them out of the hard point, that added a lot of interesting things to happen within the game mode itself. We just don't have that. We don't have any game modes like that, and I think it's really sad. I can't believe that guy did not turn on me. Like, I guess he just isn't paying attention to his headphones. Neither was I, apparently, at that point. But you know, I just don't. The game modes Blitz can be somewhat exciting because, especially if you have a team that's just on a run, they can pretty much push out of their base onto the other person's base and spawn trap them. That is the bad thing about Blitz, is spawn trapping, because it has two separate scoring goals. Is pretty much capture the flag with people. There are very particular spawns, and you can very easily spawn trap a team, which is another reason why I don't like Blitz so much. Really hard to spawn point or spawn trap in hardpoint. In fact, it's pretty much impossible because you're going to be flipping the spawn anyway to stay on the hard point and to keep the amount of points going your way, which means you have to stay out of their spawn, which is the other side of the map, and you have to secure your spawn. So it eliminates spawn camping. It eliminates campiness because it forces you to move to the next point. You don't have an option, and I think Hardpoint definitely made it much more interesting in a competitive sense. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just blah, 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 blah. But yeah, probably won't be posting or streaming too much around Thanksgiving. Or Christmas, that is coming up within like a 3 or 4 day span. Both ways in between them, just because it's the holidays. I'm gonna go eat a bunch of turkey and shit and open presents and get money and be fat. So fuck yeah. But of course after that, you know, we'll be back in full swing in operations. Um, and again, for the Black Friday deals, I will post any interesting game-related, PC-related, tech-related, geeky stuff, Black Friday deals that I find, because I'll be trying to do a lot of shopping myself personally, on the Facebook and the Twitter. And, you know, go like the Facebook and the Twitter. Post a lot of stuff on there, talk to people there. I don't like the new YouTube system, so I'd much rather talk to you on Facebook than I would on here, because it's shit. And by the way, for all you people that are spamming Bob's Tank or Tom's Tank or whatever it is, and the porn link sites or whatever, I completely support it. You want to do it, do it. However, I will flag you on the comments to have you removed, but the reason why I do that is because it makes Google go and look at it to remove it. So they start to see all the annoyances. Google thought this would eliminate, I don't know what Google's plan was with this. They thought this would eliminate, you know, trolling and shit like that. Well, it doesn't force us to use our real name. We can make up a fake name, you know. So why would I'm just going to make up a fake name. And lag in this game. Lag in this game. Maniac would have landed probably right there if it wasn't for lag. And the last 6 kills would have been a lot cooler because I'd have been stabbing people. But you know what, Call of Duty, just with these connections, you just piss me off. But anyway, yeah, I don't support Google's new whatever thing they're doing. They'll get the message eventually and realize, oh, we have to change because everybody fucking hates us now, and Google Plus is shit because we don't know how to design a social media network. We're a social network. They'll get the hint eventually. Just keep doing what you're doing. We'll report you though, just because it makes them look at it. Anyway, I'm Scott with 3 Guns Down. Check out our Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. We stream just as much as we possibly can. And like, comment, subscribe. What do you think about the game modes in Call of Duty? Do they need different ones? Do they need additional ones? What do you miss about previous game modes? I'm Scout with 3 Guns Down. I will see you guys later.